Okay, so we are going to start the class proper, and I see the chat is going on with a spam rampage. Now no one can spam anymore because all the thing that you talk is not only going to come to me, is only going to come to me, but not to any of the classmates. So I already put the chat to appear only to me. So which means that whatever you say, whatever you type is going to come to me only. So that means you are only allowed to ask questions when you want to ask. That means I'm going to see, I'm going like, okay, he asked me a question. It's not going to be seen by anybody else, okay? And most I see so many people saying, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. People are spamming, okay? All right, great. Okay, now let's move on to the proper lesson. Do you all see a purple screen where there's a PowerPoint right in front of you? Just say yes, or you can put up your hand if you see it. Okay, fungi versus bacteria. I'm going to cover this within the next 1 hour. Okay, and you can see that I have a cool tool here on my hand, which I can write. Okay, so you can see that the notes will be written here. How many of you can read what I just wrote? If you can read what I just wrote, you can type it so that I know you're able to see what I do. Okay, good. And I can also erase very quickly. See, if I make a mistake, I can do very fast. So how does it look like? Can you see my, I think you cannot see because I have a background. It's like a magic pen. I love it. I write it on the PowerPoint itself. Okay, if you all ever visit me in my office, I show you how it works. Of course, many of you have also seen me do the lesson, the recorded lesson. So you know exactly, okay, you know exactly how I write on the screen. Okay, so look at this question, and then I actually can ask for responses from all of you. So I'm going to show you how that works. If you see a screen pop up on your screen and says, hey, what's your answer? You can actually click the answer. And if you think it blocks your question, you can move this screen to the right or left. Am I right? You can move this, what's your answer screen to the left or right to see your question. Okay. So some of you already started participating. That's because you did your homework. How about those who didn't do your homework? Okay, so you need to some time to read, right? Study the information given below. Organisms Q are, okay, so it's a big question mark. So you just need to fill up with these 4 options. Am I right? So in your class, in your school, have you all gone through what these 4 items are? These 4 items must have been introduced in your class by your teacher by now. Okay, if not, it's okay. She's going a little bit slow because you probably had a little bit of a getting to know each other or some lab or intro. Okay, don't worry. If I do things that has not been done in class, it only means that you are going to be ahead of your classmates in knowing stuff. So when you go to class, you're better prepared, you're more intelligent, you can answer the questions, homework is done immediately, worksheet is finished immediately. Okay, no homework to bring home because you know the answers. Okay, so in order to find the answer here, you need to be able to read, right? Can cause sore throat. So usually in a question, I will highlight the main giveaways, okay, the clues. Okay, this clue number 1. Okay, what can cause you sore throat? Okay, what can reproduce very quickly? Clue number 2. And what are present around us but we cannot see them? Oh, this clue number 3 will help to eliminate a lot of answers over here. Can you see bacteria? Can you see yeast? Can you see amoeba? And can you see bacterial fungi? Looks like all of them can be seen except bacteria. Okay, some people are asking me, can I go to the toilet? Come on, this is not a classroom where I can actually give you a toilet pass, right? So please just go quickly, come back quickly. Nobody will know you left, but just do it fast. Okay, so come, microorganism. Yeah, which are micro? What is an amoeba? Okay, there's an amoeba. What's an amoeba? Okay, anybody can type for me what is an amoeba, the smart ones. I have 35 over students here. Okay, let's share the answers. Type your answers here. Let's see if I can. So let's see if I can get everybody to see. Okay, now my question is, what is amoeba? So anyone? Think about it. How many of you like, oh, I don't know what is it, then you will straight away Google the answer. Okay, so I teach you all how to, since you all in P3, P4, I teach you all how to find out quickly how to find out what is amoeba. Okay, of course, if I don't know something, let's say I'm not a doctor, right? So sometimes the doctor tells me you have this disease and I don't know what disease this is. Okay, so even I can use Google, am I right? So of course, if you all are on the computer, you can straight away Google it. I'm teaching you all how to Google it. Actually, I should. Okay, Google amoeba and see who can come up with the right answer and type it for me. You can copy paste also. Then maybe I don't have to Google it. Looks like you all are faster than me. I'm so slow. Oh, so I need to share the other screen. Let's see. New share. I'll share the other screen. Okay, can you all see my Google screen right now? Okay, yeah. So I go to Google, I click amoeba, then I say enter. Oops, it's there. Okay, I'm sure all of you saw this also. So what does Google do? Google not only gives you information on amoeba, the first line they usually already tell you. See, amoeba, and most likely is Wikipedia. And then they already tell you, oh, they already think that, okay, this person who's Googling is looking for what amoeba is. So in the past, right, about 10 years ago, you will have a lot of searches, search results, and you probably have to go and click like this, okay? Like this, you got a lot of searches, and you got to click on the one that might have the answer. But nowadays, technology is so advanced that they know this person is looking for amoeba, so they pick out the correct first paragraph and put it up there. And they tell you where this result is from. This result is from amoeba Wikipedia, but sometimes it's not from Wikipedia, but they give you the best result so that you can get your answer quickly. So amoeba, often an amoeba is a type of cell or unicellular organism with the ability to alter its shape primarily by extending and retracting pseudopods. Now, this may be difficult. So you can see on the right side, there's another one, right? Where they give you amoeba, often called an amoeboid, is a type of cell or unicellular which has the ability to alter its shape. Same thing, but with a lot more detail. And if you want more detail, you got to click the Wikipedia. But sometimes I don't. You know where do I go? I teach you all where I go. I go to this part where right on top it says people also ask. You see? How many of you see people also ask? Right at the top. People also ask. Okay. People ask, is amoeba harmful to humans? If people ask, is amoeba a bacteria or virus? So these answers have been found before. So what I do is I go to the right side, I put the arrow there, I click it, and it just opens up the answer for, is amoeba harmful to humans? Okay, amoeba is a sight-threatening corneal infection called acanthamoeba keratitis. You see, this one I also don't know. It's a name of a disease caused by poor contact lens hygiene, leading to outbreaks in cities around the world. So amoeba can be kind of a bacteria that forms in contact lens, usually leading to eyesight problems. Is amoeba a bacteria or virus? I click the arrow again. Look, just follow closely what I do. So I realized that spamming has started, right? So let me just handle that. Okay, no more spamming can happen. Okay, so is amoeba a bacteria or virus? Let's actually these questions were not even in my mind, but people ask. Remember, people ask. So I just read. Amoeba, is it a bacteria or virus? I'm sure you have this question, but other people already asked. It's a single microbe that catches food and moves about by extending finger-like projections. You can see the picture over there, which is very useful as well. Okay, amoebas are either free living in damp environments or they are parasites. Okay, then what? Bacteria, single cell organisms. Okay, so next question. So is it a bacteria or a virus? It's kind of bacteria or virus. It's kind of a bacteria, right? What is amoeba and where is it found? Okay, this is the next question. Then you can see what causes amoeba in a human body and blah, 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 blah. Okay, so now I have to stop share so that I can go back to where I was. So you guys get the idea on what to click when you Google, okay? Be smart Googlers. Is the spamming still going on? Can't be, right? Because whatever chat you do only can be seen by the teacher. All right, okay. So since I've gone through what is amoeba, can you all answer now? Let's see the poll results, or rather let's launch the poll again. Okay, because since you all are clearer, let's launch the poll again. No need. Actually, I can just cut your. You all want to do again, or you all want to just see the results? See the first results first. Okay. 63% of you answered B. Okay, you chose bacteria. Now, this is not an easy question based on the answers. A lot of you can see that, hey, you know what? You know, if the whole class cannot answer, you know, in your classroom, right? I don't know how many of you can actually use poll and then straight away get the consensus of all of the whole classroom. You have 30 to 40 of you students, which is about the number here as well. And let's say your teacher says, okay, Wendy, can you stand up and tell me the answer? And Wendy stands up and she says B. Then she says, okay, very good. Let's move on to the next question. Do you know what that means? That means the teacher has not addressed the misconception that the rest of the class has, because the rest of the class thinks the answer is C. Some of you think it's A, and only Wendy thought it's B. But she thought the whole class is okay with B. Am I right? So that's why I launched the poll. You understand, guys and girls? When I launch the poll, I know that, okay, if I know the whole class is answering B, then I know this question is easy and let's move on, right? But the whole class is answering A, C, D, and so on, then it's a difficult question. That means you have problems understanding what is yeast. You have understanding what is bacteria, what is amoeba, and I already covered how to Google and know some of the answers to this. And there are in your textbook as well, okay? Like bracket fungi, okay? And it's definitely not bracket fungi because this can be seen by the naked eye. Some of you see the word naked only, you get excited, okay? It's not naked as in body naked, but naked eye. Most of our eyes are naked, okay? Is my eye naked right now? How many of you can tell me? You can check. Dr. Ali, your eye is not naked or your eye is naked. Just tell me. You can participate in the chat. Okay, I can tell you that my eye is not naked. Naked means not wearing anything, right? Same for the body, right? If you're not wearing anything, you are naked. So if your naked eye means you're not wearing anything on your eye to assist your eye. Now I need assistance, so I wear my glasses. Otherwise, I can't see that clearly. So those of you can see with your naked eye means without any tools, you can see. So in this scientific case, what that means is bacteria can be seen, but only under the, how many of you know the word? Bacteria can be seen using a special tool called the, yes, Jezreel, thank you. Okay, Minshan also. Okay, Diati, all of you got the answer. Microscope. So under the microscope, because microscope magnifies whatever you see below the lens by over 1 million times actually. Okay, it's about 1 million times, not 10 times, not 100 times. You know when you take your camera, your phone camera, and you zoom to take your photo, it's 1 times, 2 times, 3 times. It's not 100 times. It's not even 10 times. Very hard. But can you imagine what the microscope is doing? It's zooming 1 million times. That means that with your naked eye, without assistance of a microscope, you cannot actually see it. So it's actually not able to see. Okay. Now, so we did. So we can delete this answer. I can delete this answer. So bacteria and amoeba is left. Okay. Then you may say, sure. Then how do I know whether the answer is bacteria or amoeba? Then you look for the other clues. Can reproduce very quickly and can cause sore throat. Okay, remember for amoeba, we talk about can cause eye problems. Okay, and also we say it's a slower growth. Okay, as long as you don't take care of your contact lens, amoeba can grow with kind of a spiral fingers kind of a structure. Okay, we also will learn how bacteria looks like in terms of structure and all that. Got it? So that is what gave us the clue on why bacteria is the answer and not amoeba. Got it? Because of can reproduce very quickly, and also it causes sore throat more than like a eye problem and so on and so forth. So therefore, we got the answer for question 1. Okay. So that took a little bit of time to show you a few things on how to deal with questions, right? So when you are on your own doing homework, if you have a phone with you and you're allowed to use Google, you can quickly check something. If not, check your textbook. If not, check the